Hey, awesome people, YouTube, welcome back to another Warhammer 40k Darktide video. In this one, I'm not going to be talking about builds, I'm going to talk about 5 tips and kind of tricks, primarily tips to help you in your game. Well, but before we get started, remember, if we can get to 500 subscribers by November 1st, we'll be doing $50 gift card giveaway. If we get it by the 12th, which is my birthday, we'll be doing $25 gift card giveaway. Right? So subscribe. Because there'll be more Warhammer videos. But let's get into the actual tips and tricks. Tip number 1, kind of self-explanatory, stay together. You might want to try to rush off and be ahead of the team and stuff, but you definitely want to try to stay together as much as possible. And the reason why is, well, not only do your toughness, your blue bar above your health bar, replenishes faster the more teammates are together, but you can watch each other's back and be able to deal with a horde or a monstrosity a lot better. No? That's why the coherency is such a big thing. Okay, you staying together. There are a bunch of stuff, talents that help, like for a Psyker, if you have kinetic presence, you and your allies in coherency do 10% more damage to elite and specialist, which is huge, especially like bulwark, reapers, and stuff like that. Even monstrosities, you know. So you'll be missing out on 10% damage. Or if you take seer presence, you'll be missing out on 10% cooldown reduction, or possibly crit. And each operative has their own special aura that works in coherency. That's why it's huge to stay together. Because again, you get your toughness back faster, you'll be able to watch each other's back, and you get buffs from the other characters or the other operatives, right? Well, tip number 2 is, well, wrong button, wrong thing, is pick up mats, pick up materials. It is huge. So if I can show, you have the plasteel down here and the diamantine, and you're gonna need a lot of it. It'll also be on the screen. Pick those things up. There's no need to rush everybody to rush to one, because if one person picks it up, everybody gets it, and you're gonna need a lot of plasteel and diamantine. Probably butchered them. I'm sorry. Gonna need a lot of it to craft like your weapon, so you can possibly get wrong weapon, something like this, surge, possibly, or sustain fire, or get your weapon with really nice stats to be better, right? So always pick up diamantine, plasteel if you see it. If you have secondary objectives, also do them, because, well, why not? And speaking about mats, if you do quick play, you get more plasteel and diamantine at the end. All right. Number 3 is, well, throughout your missions, you will see a demon host, or you might hear it. They'll be also on the screen when she's laying down or when she's stand up before she's fully aggroed. It's like kind of like a witch in Left 4 Dead. Don't aggro it unless you prepare it, and even then, there's no real point fighting her unless just bragging rights and achievement, at least on Xbox. So don't, right? Because it's just not worth it. Because she can get 2 of you down, and congrats, half your team is done, and you have to go rescue him. But if it happens to aggro her, if you do, the best thing is to just block and back up, just to give yourself a little bit more time to stay alive and your team to deal damage. If you have a medkit, for example, drop it and stay around it, just in case your health goes down. You can, well, not fully die just yet. You have a little bit more time. And if you have a zealot, they can pop his chorus of fortitude. Do so, just so you had a little bit more tankiness. And the chorus will be able to push back a demon host, giving you a little bit more time. Giving you, depending which course they take, it can give you more damage reduction, or it can give your team more damage. So don't aggro a demon host unless you're ready, and if you are, do those things. Right. Number 4, med stations. Not med pack or Medicaid stations. I'm sorry. Um, they are a bit tricky to use, and here's why. Yes, they're easy to use, but you might have half HP, right? But the person next to you might have 3/4 of HP, but he has that quarter of a wound, that corruption, right? From him going down. Well, technically, you need HP more, but he should grab it, and here's why. Because you can heal yourself through this medipack, right? He can't. So if he goes down, he could fully be captured and you have to rescue him. Or it's an extra wound on him, which might not be great depending on his build. Right? So if you have a corruption, or whoever has the most corruption on a team should definitely be the first one to take the Medicaid station. Right? Because obviously, if you're literally on 1 HP, yeah, grab it. But rule of thumb is literally the person with the most corruption, take it because you can heal yourself with a medipack. Right? That's tip number 4. Tip number 5, and probably one of the more important ones, is highlight the enemies. If you let's say your team is looking one way, but you realize there's a horde coming the other way, and you're not in the party, you can easily communicate. Ping it. There's enemies coming this way. Or if it's an elite, boom, here's a crusher. But don't just spam ping it. Obviously it's little, but if you see a crusher, ping it. Or if you see a sniper or a gunner or anything like that, ping it. Just so your team is aware, because they might not be able to see it, especially if it's behind you or if it's in a big horde. Just ping it just so your team is aware. Especially a sniper. Where is it at? That is far away, because that sniper could literally wipe your team. So just make sure you ping it. It's definitely worth it. But just remember, don't overping it. But that is pretty much all 5 tips. Remember, tip number 1, stay together. Tip number 2, pick up the mats, always. 3 is don't aggro demon host. 4, Medicaid station, most corrupted person gets it. And number 5, highlight the enemies. Well, that's it for the video. But before we go, remember, if we can get to 500 subs by November 1st, which is 9 days away, we will be doing $50 gift card giveaway. If we get it by November 12th, which is my birthday, we'll be doing $25 gift card giveaway. But with that said, hope you enjoyed it. There'll be more advanced tips and tricks. But with that said, don't forget to stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.